Hey, what's up everyone? So you just got a Canon R5 and you're looking to buy a new CFExpress card for your camera. Now, if you've looked around at any of the retailers like B&H Photo, Adorama, Amazon, you will notice that CFExpress cards aren't cheap at all. For a 128 gig and up, they range anywhere from about $200 plus up to $400. Now in this video, I'm going to let you guys in on a super budget-friendly CFExpress card that I've been using for the past month or so that you're still going to get performance from without breaking the bank. Now, the guys over at Ritz Camera have put out two new products in their Ritz Gear Video Pro product line. It's a 128 gig and a 256 gig CFExpress card. Now, the write speeds on the 128 gig card, which is what I'm using now, are going to be up to a 1550 read with up to a 550 write speed. The 256 card, which is the one that's in my hand now, will have a maximum read and write of 1700 and 1100. Now, I've done some thorough testing of both of these cards, and with the proper equipment, you can achieve the advertised speeds relatively easy on both of these cards. Now, one of the main takeaways I want everyone to have from this is just because your specific card reader doesn't read a card as fast as what's on the label doesn't mean that card is that slow. There could be multiple factors contributing to that. The speed of your USB port, the speed of your card reader, the brand of your card reader, the maximum read-write speed of your hard drive, because that can absolutely bottleneck your incoming speed off these cards. These are all things many people don't take into consideration when using a CFExpress card reader or card readers in general. When using something like the PCIe internal card, you are generally going to get maximum speed of these cards, and you're going to get a similar performance to how the card performs inside the camera, as the camera is also using a PCIe interface to do all the reads and writes. Now, what I recommend for anyone who's using CFExpress cards, if you have a Windows desktop, is to upgrade to a PCIe internal CFExpress card reader. Now, when using one of these devices, I've been able to maximize the speed on all the CFExpress cards I've used, and that's including both of these Ritz Gear CFExpress cards. Now, after using these cards for a little over a month, I absolutely have to say that I do recommend them for the price point. For someone who wants to get into CFExpress cards without spending a ton of money, you're not going to go wrong with the Ritz Gear cards. Currently on Amazon, the 128 gigabyte card runs about $130, which is about $70 cheaper than the next cheapest card. The 256 variant is running about $200, which is anywhere from $100 to $200 cheaper than all of the other 256 gig cards on the market. Now, anyone can see just from that where the value is. For the cost of some of the bigger brand name CFExpress cards, you can get two 256 gig cards from Ritz Gear, which is going to be huge when filming 4K and 8K video off of something like the Canon R5. Now, in terms of internal performance with my R5, in camera mode, both of these cards excelled heavily. There was never a time when I was doing burst shots or anything like that I ever felt either one of these cards slow down and not be able to keep up with the camera. Even the lower speed 128 gig is going to be far faster than your standard V60 or V90 SD card. Now, in terms of the video side, I did find that the 128 gig with its lower write speed was a little bit too slow to write 8K, as the Canon 8K files are absolutely massive in size and the required write speed is much higher. The 256 gig card, however, has zero issues writing the 8K files. Now, in the recording format that I am using now, it's a mode in the Canon R5, which is a downsampled like 8K to 4K mode, which is a super high quality 4K, which writes at a much higher speed as a normal 4K. The lower speed 128 gig card is able to handle this speed flawlessly. It's what I'm using right now to record this video, and I've had no issues with it so far. Now, with all this being said, my hat is off to the guys over at Ritz Gear. It was nice to be able to get online after I got my R5 and not have to spend a ton on my CFExpress cards to get into them. And to be quite honest, the next time I do need another CFExpress card, I'm probably just going to get a Ritz Gear. I don't have a need for anything out there faster or another brand. These cards have not failed me at all, and I just don't see a reason to switch to something else. Now, for anyone interested in these cards, I will leave links down in the description below. That way you can find both the 128 gig and the 256 gig. I'll also leave a link for the internal PCI Express card reader for your Windows desktop PCs for anyone who would prefer to get one of those instead of using a USB-C card reader. Now, that's going to be it for this video. I hope it was informative. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button as it helps the channel and the video greatly. Also, if you want to see more camera gear related or tech related videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification. That way you get alerts anytime I put out new videos. Now, with that being said, until next time.